What's going on, everyone? Ivy here, coach of the Houston Tyranitar, and here I'm showing my Week 1 prep against Shady Flame, coach of the New York Charizard. Looking at his team, he had a really good team compared to what he did have last year. His team consists of Mega Gyarados, Tyranitar, Zapdos, Alakazam, Infernape, Decidueye, Alolan Sandslash, Vikavolt, Nidoqueen, Aggron, Dodrio, and Lapras. Now looking at his team again, it's really well balanced, and it's real hard to pepper against. Gyarados is a real good threat with Dragon Dance and 3 attacks. Tyranitar is real scary with that huge attack set. Alakazam, real fast special attacker. And Infernape being really versatile to deal with against. The Decidueye, Alolan Sandslash, and Vikavolt are something you really can't prep against since it's all new. And it's really going to be hard switching into Vikavolt if I'm with that real high attack set, or special attack set. And also Dodrio will be really hard to prep against because it's real fast and also got buffed this generation. Well, we'll see what we can do with our match. Here we have up first is Rapunzel, the Tangrowth, rocking the Assault Vest with Regenerator. I decided to run Giga Drain mainly because it's my only form of stab that I don't lose any sort of loss with it. Like, Lisa would have, I would lose special attack over time, but I wouldn't really want to do that. Mainly it's for the Mega Gyarados, Tyranitar, all sorts of stuff, the big threats. Now knockoff really for knocking off any sort of items that any of our opponents that Shady can carry. Mainly probably for Banded Dodrio, Spect Alakazam, Scarf Alakazam, Banded Tyranitar, or even Leftover Zapdos, because I know that's a really common set to run. Earthquake is mainly to hit the Aggron that he has. I know it's a way to hit Infinite on the switch in, probably doing a lot of damage. Final move would be HP Fire. That mainly is for Vikavolt, which I don't have anything to hit it with, aside from Knockoff, which won't do much. I know that it would do probably somewhere close to half, maybe a third of its health. And also do a lot of damage to Alolan Sandslash, probably even knock it out as well. I ran max special attack, max special defense, and max HP since it's going to be my special. Next Pokemon we have is Sky High Salamence. I decided to run Dragon Dance, Finding MZ, Fly. This mainly will be my setup sweeper. I guess you could say that. Um, Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, the main and Fly's main form of stab and setup. I know the only thing I can't hit with it is the Aggron, which is why I'm running Earthquake. With that, also to hit the Tyranitar and then for Infernape if I don't want to waste 2 turns of hitting max, max attack, max speed, jolly nature, and a little bit of bulk and special defense. Now here we have the leader, the Cobalion, Air Balloon, Lead Rocks, Volt Switch, Iron Head, Close Combat. I need to carry the set mainly because that I wanted Rocks and I know it would be useful to have against the team, especially if it's going to be switching into Gyarados. I wanted a good chunk of its health to be gone whenever it comes in. Also mainly for Zapdos, Infernape, even Dodrio, which probably would take a lot of damage on switch in. Iron in close combat main form a stab really does well against his team except for a side of Zapdos, defensive Zapdos, Vikavolt as well. And I ran Volt Switch just so I could have some sort of phasing within and out of the team. Maybe go into Sky High to clean up the team or go into Rosaline to clean up. Next we have Gabrielle, which is my Sash lead sticky webs. I decided to run Thunder and Bug Buzz because it's the main form of stab. It hits basically everything aside from Alolan Sandslash, Aggron, Lapras. If I don't manage to hit Thunder, that's if I'm saying. Also Tyranitar as well. And I ran HP Fighting over Energy Ball or a Giga Drain, which you usually have. because will do a lot of damage to those that can't hit. Next up, I have Rosalina, the Scarf set with Psychic, Moonblast, Focus Blast, Will-O-Wisp, Max Special Attack, Max Speed, a little bit of bulk and defense. I ran the set because it basically counters or basically deals a lot of damage to everything that I can think of off the top of my head. The only thing I really can't see this hitting much is the Vikavolt, but you can't prep it for anything. I ran Will-O-Wisp because if he decides to run a or go with Dodrio and it's banded, I want to whittle it down with Will-O-Wisp so that way it won't do a lot of damage compared to what it should do. And finally, we have Carmelo, the Cinchino, Banded, Telsat, Volseed, Rock Blast, and U-Turn for the final move. Ran Jolly Nature. This is mainly because I want to outspeed Dodrio, Banded Dodrio, and be able to hit up a Rock Blast. Now, hopefully, these moves will do a lot of damage within the set. Hopefully, all these sets could be useful for the game. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode, and I'll see you all in the post-battle commentary.